All right, everybody, what's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk. This is the show we cover the SWAC inside and out. I'm your tour guide around the SWAC Sea Wells. And as you can see, we have another special guest in the house with us today. We have Mr. Vince Paige with us, one of the newest Southern Jaguar commits. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm hanging in there. I can't complain. So first off, thank you for joining us on this. We always love to be able to interact with everybody and chop it up. So first off, thank you for being here.
I appreciate you for having me.
All right, no problem. So we're gonna start at the very beginning. I want everybody to kind of get an idea of who you are and what makes you you. So let's start at the very beginning. When did you start playing football?
I started playing football around age 5. I'll say, yeah, around age 5.
Who got you started playing football?
Really, I'll say my mom at the beginning. She really wanted me to do some type of sport, and I kind of fell in love with football at the very early age. So just started there and kind of just ran with it.
All right. So for people out there, can you tell them where you're from and what school you went to, high school?
All right, I'm originally from Lumberton, Mississippi. I relocated around the 4th grade up into Texas. I went to high school at Dayton Geyer and played there.
So how was your career in high school?
It was unbelievable. Was all district 2 times. Was able to compete for 3 state titles in high school. So high school was good.
All right, that's good. Hey, winning tradition, it carries over everywhere you go.
Yes.
Um, did you play any other sports in high school?
I did track my freshman and sophomore year. Kind of did like the 300 hurdles and did like high jump, long jump, and then really I did basketball as well, all the way from 4th grade all the way until my junior year of high school.
All right, so I like to ask the guys who play football and play basketball. I like to ask them: Are you a hooper or are you a football guy that play basketball? I know you know what I mean.
I'm an athlete. If you whatever
All right.
sport you put me in, I'm gonna dominate in that sport.
I like that. I always say, when you take a football guy and put him in basketball, you better be ready for anything. But some guys are just like you say, just athletes, and they can play anything. So I always love to ask that question because it's always interesting to see. Because I'm a basketball guy, and those football guys sometimes they'll knock you around if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how was your recruitment coming out of high school?
Recruitment was good. Had a little hiccup, of course, and ended up going the JUCO route. Did 2 years at Kilgore. Was up at transfer to Fair State for a semester, which was my plan all along, was to go to a school where I could be able to get film and try to hit the portal and like find my place at the Division 1 level. When Southern offered, I hopped on that train and I'm happy about it.
All right, so let's talk about your time at JUCO because I saw you had some great, you had some great stats. How was your time playing at Kilgore?
I mean, it was amazing. I think that was the best 2 years of football I think I've ever played. During high school, I played like an edge type guy, and then when I got to the JUCO level, they transitioned me to the linebacker position. Started as a true freshman. Was first team all conference, and then I was All American as well. We won conference that year, and then my second year, I was first team all conference. I was defensive MVP, and then I was All American again, and we finished in the top 4, made it to the top 4 to compete for the national title.
Yeah, you can't beat that. That's about as good a 2 year run as some people might ever have. So, when I saw that, I was pretty impressed. I know Kilgore has been kind of good to Southern in recent years, so I know
Yes,
guys coming from there they can ball. So if I see somebody come from there, I expect greatness from them. I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. How tough is it playing JUCO ball?
I mean, JUCO is not for the weak. I think that, but if you come in with like the right mindset, if you're trying to get better, you're trying to get your life on track, I think it's a perfect route. But if you don't come with a business mindset, then you're gonna get lost in the shuffle for sure.
Do you think it's tough playing on a team with everybody having a goal of getting away from where they at? Do you think sometimes guys might try to do too much and hurt the team?
Not with our team. We never had that problem because we always our coaches kind of installed a mindset of worry about where you at and everything else will handle itself. So everybody was just playing for each other, and then everything else took care of itself. Really.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you look at the record you guys put up, then you can kind of see that. I know that's kind of different on that level, because a lot of guys try to go for self so much. But if you're on a team, you have to play as a team. So I do like to hear that. What made you choose Southern?
During my JUCO years, I was talking to Coach Graves when he was the linebacker coach at Southern, and then when they were going through like the coaches change, we kind of lost communications, but we had a great relationship. We built our relationship for like the last 2 years, so I always knew that was somebody I wanted to play for. So when he had reached out when I hit the portal, I was all in.
Yeah, well, like I said, defense at Southern is a strong suit of the team, especially the last couple seasons. So I think it's going to be that way again. And I like to see guys who want to be a part of the Jaguar Nation and kind of want to help the team advance. If you had to pick a player to kind of compare your game to, it could be a college guy, it could be a NFL guy or whatever. Is there anybody who you would say your game is similar to?
I would say somebody like a Devin White. I feel like that's a lot of his film, and I try to compare my game to him, and I think that's the best comparison for me.
All right, yeah, I got to check you out and see how you do, man. I think that's a great guy to kind of look up to. So definitely want to see you in action. This your first year at Southern and your first year in the SWAC, is there any game or any team that you might be looking forward to playing against?
Of course, the Value Classic. I heard a lot about it just when I was on my visit, talking to current players and then the coaching staff. And then also playing FAMU. That's a game I'm definitely looking forward to.
Well, yeah, that's a big game. We haven't beaten those guys in quite some time. I want to say it's about 10 years, might be a little bit more. So that's always a big one, and they have a great home atmosphere. So playing in Tallahassee, you're gonna have a great time, and being able to kind of go out there and compete and get a win always helps matters too. So I think you'll enjoy playing that game. I think another game you'll look forward to once you learn about it is Jackson State. Um, that's a huge rivalry. That stadium probably going to be close to packed. You're looking at almost 60,000 people at that game if both teams are playing well. So there's a couple that you're gonna find out when you get acclimated that you're gonna really be excited to play in. So I look forward to hearing how you feel about all that as we move forward. Do you have any goals for the upcoming season?
I'm I'm trying to first get my spot, be a starter, go from there, lead the team in tackles, try to be first team all conference, be an all American. Of course, win a conference, of course, and compete for the natty.
All those are the best thing, man. Look big, look forward, and it's all great. Do you have any pregame rituals or anything that you like to do to get you ready for a game?
I'm not a big ritual guy. I do like, of course, like just pregame warm up stuff. I usually listen to like Raw Wave before the game. I don't try to get like all the crazy music to get my juice hype. Just kind of keep me in like a calm little mood. Just go ball out.
All right. I like to ask guys this too, because it kind of gives me an idea of who they are as a player. Are you a guy that talks a lot on the field, or you let your game do your talking?
Uh, I say I start talking when people talk to me. Like if you get me to that level, I'm not gonna let it affect my game. But if you start talking, I'm gonna definitely talk.
Well, I think you're gonna do some talking because the SWAC, man, these guys talk a lot of trash. It's pretty intense. They love to go back and forth. So I'm sure somebody gonna bring you out like that, and you'll be able to kind of show your skills on that level. But let's kind of take a step away from the field because I want to kind of give everybody an idea of who you are completely. Um, what are some of the things that you like to do when you're not playing football?
Recently I've been trying to get back into fishing. I fished when I was younger. Trying to get back into fishing. And then also when I'm back at home, I try to spend time with my younger sister. Of course, just be around her since when I'm away, I don't get to be around her a lot. So hanging out with my little sister.
Yes, family is important, and fishing is great, man. I don't fish that much. My father, he's a super fisherman. I actually started doing ice fishing a couple years ago. That's one of the craziest things that you could ever do. And that kind of got me back into fishing. So I'm kind of like you, want to get back out there and get on the water and catch a few things. Um, we all know that playing football is the main thing, but you're also a student in school. How hard is it to balance school and football?
I think my parents have done a great job with me, like me seeing my parents go through school and seeing how they were able to balance being a parent, being like having their job as well. Because my dad was in the army. He got out the army, he was going back to school, and seeing him being able to hold a job, be a father, and also go to school. I think they showed me like the way to balance everything. So it's not really hard for me.
Well, those are good role models, man. I think a lot of people don't have that, so it's great that you have people that have your best interest and set good examples for you. So I think you can go pretty far with that, having that guidance. So I like to hear that. Do you have a favorite food that you like to eat?
Really any like soul food, like red beans and rice, stuff like cornbread, collard greens, stuff like that. I'm really good on that. Seafood as well. So that's why I'm happy about being back down south, be able to
Oh yeah, you
experience
can't go wrong.
your soul food.
What what's the one thing that mom got to always cook?
When she said she always got to cook her red beans and rice, like, it always hits every time.
Yeah, you never could go wrong with mom's cooking, man. Moms always got they got some kind of way, they got a special way of making food taste good sometimes, and you gotta have whatever it is. You know they like they say they put their foot in it. They can make it happen. But um, what who's your favorite music artist right now?
Right now, I'll say is raw wave.
Yeah, it took me. I kind of, I kind of got into a little bit of his stuff. I'm older guy, so I'm like '90s type guy. But some of his stuff, it kind of registered to me. Um, how did I've been asking people this the last 2 weeks, but how did you feel about that Drake Kendrick thing, man?
What's crazy is like I really didn't even listen to it. Like whenever like rappers beef, I know like most of the things they saying ain't real. So like I don't even get into all that. Like that never interests me to get into it. Like I'll listen to like if I'm on like social media, I see like a few clips here and there, I'll watch it. But for the most part, I'm not sitting there waiting for somebody else to drop because somebody says something, stuff like that. I don't get all that.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy to see like in actual time, people just going crazy off of everything each guy said, and people going at each other about what somebody, what rappers are saying, and then I like music, but I'm not the kind of person. I don't like to like live for a person that makes music. You know what I mean? They don't know me, so why
Yeah.
should, why should I be arguing back and forth with somebody over something like that? So I kind of feel like you feel. Yeah, I enjoy. I actually had a chance to listen to some of it, and I enjoyed some of the things I heard, which some of it was just outlandish, but you take it for entertainment.
Yeah.
But as far as going back and forth with other people, that wasn't my thing. Um, do you have a favorite pro team?
When
Any
Tom Brady
the
was
sport
playing,
doesn't
like
matter.
when Tom Brady was playing, my dad was like a big Tom Brady fan, so like it kind of rubbed off on me. I used to follow him around, but for the most part, for like basketball wise, I've always been like a LeBron fan. Like
All
I'm
right.
really a person like her. Like I don't do like certain teams. I usually just follow a person around wherever they go.
Yeah. Hey, we good then, man. You like LeBron? I like LeBron. I actually had a chance to see him in person for the first time. Not last year, the year before. They came down, played the Pelicans. That was a great. He got hurt in that game, but I still had a good time. watching. You don't get to see guys like that in person often, and you got to appreciate the greatness. I think a lot of people gonna miss him when he actually do step away. So I encourage people to enjoy every athlete that you watch because the time is always fleeting. Let's see. I saw you had a shirt up, man. You want to tell people about that?
Yeah, I collaborated with Hyper Athlete. They were able to make a custom shirt with my name on it. A couple pictures from my official visit from Southern. Just a way for me to get a little fan base going for myself. I'll put the link out on my Twitter. And when you check out, you can use my code Vincent Paige to give you a little discount on it. You get a shirt or a hoodie.
All right. I hope we get a few people to rock them. I'm gonna try to snag me one, man. I like to wear different tees, especially support guys who play for the Jags. Won't you tell everybody your social media so they can check that out?
Social media is on Twitter, Vincent Page 3, and then I was also on my Instagram at Vince Page 2.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. Like I said, I got a good look at the shirt, man. I was like, oh, this is fire. I like it. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. And I love to see some people walk around at Mumford Stadium with those shirts on, man. Support your Jags. Do you have anything that you like to say to the fans before we get out of here?
Buy them season tickets because it's gonna be a show. You won't miss out.
Hey, I like that, man. I buy your season tickets. I tell people all the time, buy your season tickets, man. You get 5. I think we got 6 home games this year. Tickets are reasonably priced. You come and enjoy it, man. You have a great time. So I expect some good things from the team this year. And everybody I'm talking to, they feeling good. So y'all make sure y'all get those tickets, come out, hit them road games too, like we normally do, and support. So, man, Vince, I'd like to thank you, man, for joining me. As I know you're busy, things going on, but I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time, man. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you for having me.
No problem. So, man, we're gonna try to catch up again maybe after the season. Maybe we can kind of get a recap from you. So, that's gonna do it for us today, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know how we do with these series, chopping it up. We're gonna have a couple more guests coming at y'all. We got a special guest we're working on for Thursday, so we'll see how that happens. Other than that, we'll be back Thursday and Sunday. And y'all have a good evening, and we'll see y'all on our next edition of SWAC Talk. We out.